Hi everyone, I hope this finds you well. A little bit late with move number 4 for this month, February, because I've had a rubbish week feeling poorly. But anyway, I'm back on the mend, so I have recorded it for you now. And of course, we're back to classes next week, so we can have a little practice. For those of you that are newer to me and don't know, I've been working my way through the 34 mat-based Pilates moves. So I'm going to attempt to put the links in for the first 3 videos. So if you've missed the first 3 emails, you can see what 3 of the mat-based Pilates moves are all about. One was the 100, second one was the roll up, third one was the roll over. And then this one, move number 4, is called the one leg circle. So this is a combination of hip mobility, a little bit of lower back mobility and leg mobility, stretching, but it's a mixture of hip mobility and core strength. You're going to use your leg as a sort of a weight, really, to wheel round in a big circle. And it requires you to then use your core, your tummy and your back muscles to control the weight of your leg that's kind of swinging around. So I'll very briefly show you the pictures. Obviously, this is meant to just show you ultimately what the final move would be like, but it may not be appropriate for you. So if you've got new hips, then this wouldn't be for you. If you've got old hips that are struggling with arthritis, this wouldn't be for you. The modifications will be, but not the full thing. If you've got a lower back issue that feels quite tight, again, this wouldn't be for you. You're going to need to wait till you've loosened up a little bit. So just observe, learn, and I will give you the modifications and you can have a go at those. Please be sensible in how you move. So this is the grainy pictures. So this is Pilates, return to life through contrology. And there's the man. What a handsome chap. And this is, look at those grainy pictures. It's brilliant, isn't it? From the early, whatever it was, 1900s. So this is the move, one leg down, one leg up, swinging it over, bringing it back up, and then changing sides. So those are the 8 instructions we've got. And any cautions to take, when to point your toes, when to inhale, when to exhale. You now know that when we exhale, it helps us to contract our core and to stabilize and to stay strong. So the exhalation matters. When you're lifting a heavy box at arm's length, you're not going to just breathe in and sigh. You're going to strongly hold your core and exhale. So let's forgive me if I struggle with a little cough as we go through this. So I'll move back onto my mat. The things that you're going to need to do to warm up for this, carefully onto your side and onto your back, folks, but the things that you're going to need your body to be able to do for your lower back to release. So you might like to just join me on some lying twists, because you're going to let, well, you know how quite often I talk about keeping your pelvis still, still, still. We're actually going to let the pelvis move as we do a controlled leg circle. So you want to be able to let your pelvis tip one side up and one side down. So a few of these little windscreen wiper knees. And then you're going to do some pelvic tilts, lying on your back so that you've got your back flexing and extending. Excuse me. As soon as I lie down, I start coughing. And then the move also requires hip flexibility. So let's have soles of the feet together, knees hanging out, froggy style. And let's have a little rock from side to side. So you know that the hips will go as far as is appropriate for you, and that they're not in shock when you suddenly circumnavigate your deep, lovely, mobile hip socket. Oh, that's nice. Then we're going to take one leg in and straighten it up, and take the other leg down. And the leg that's in the air, point and flex. And see if you can draw it in closer. Bracing the bottom leg, pushing the heel away, pushing the bottom knee into the floor. Point your toes at the top. And change to the other leg. Knee, coughing in your ear. Bottom leg flexed. Bottom knee bracing. Leg pressing into the mat. Top leg, little point and flex here. So these would be your basic couple of minutes just mobilizing on the floor before you go into the move. Now, Joseph Pilates would say you need to do moves 1, 2, and 3 to get your core fired up as well, to get some heat in your core. So if you wanted to, you could do a modification of the 100 at this point. So feet on the floor, tuck your pelvis under, take a breath in, and then sink your ribs curl up and off we go. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. So you've got your chin tucked in, you're looking down. I haven't added in legs in to make it harder. I'm beating my arms 100 times. I'm trying to keep my torso really still. So it's just going to fire up deep, deep core, abdominal, back, waist, muscles. Soft neck. You can always put your hand behind your head, remember. 3 more, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm imprinted. 4 more. So, and release. Here's the full version. Feel free to have a go. Unless you've got some contraindication, which would mean don't. So you're going to slide your left leg away, flex your foot and brace it, and fold your right knee in and unfurl it. And then this leg that's in the air is strong and straight and engaged. And your arms are by your side, palms down, your arms touching your body so they're not out here for lots of stability and control, they're close into your side. You're then going to do 5 circles one way, 5 circles the other way, and alternating each time. And the breathing is to exhale as the leg goes down somewhere and inhale to bring it up to the top. Just double check that. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know why I'm doubting myself. Yes. So your arms by your side, and you take this leg in as big a circle as you can, and you exhale, inhale up the other side of the circle. And then you pause, and that's the bit you've got to kind of catch your leg weight. Exhale, change direction down, inhale up. 2. 3. 4. 5. And release. Now you'll notice I'm keeping my head down, my arms down. I'm trying to relax my shoulders. So now I'm going to flex the leg that's on the floor, brace the knee, change sides, point my toes on the top leg. This one already feels harder because I'm less flexible on this side. My hamstrings are tighter. It's less here. So already I can feel there's more effort just to hold my leg up. So which way do we exhale? No matter which direction you go, as long as you alternate. So exhale, inhale up. Change, exhale down, inhale up. 2. 3. 4. Left pelvis move. And bring my leg down and release. Ooh. So you'll find that your hip flexors are working, your quadricep muscles are working, your tummy's working. Because you're allowing your pelvis to tip slightly, then the obliques, diagonal tummy muscles are working, your waist is working, and your back is working. So there's a lot going on. It's a fabulous move, very controlled, and requires the mobility of a full sort of range of movement of your hip. So it really is to sustain and maintain your mobility. How would you modify that? We've done it a little bit in class, latterly, just before the half-term break. So here's a reminder. Pelvis neutral, knees bent, feet width apart, join me and lie on the floor, or lie on your mat. If you feel your chin is sticking up in the air, then try a little chin tuck, or maybe put a small wedge or a folded up towel under your head. And then breathe in, fold your right knee up. And then work with a shortened lever, bent leg. Can you circle it one way? Inhale. Change direction, circle it away from you the other way. And then inhale on the way back up. So try and get the breathing where you exhale for half a circle. Inhale up the other side of the circle, as it were. Change direction. Exhale for half a circle. Inhale back up. Exhale. 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 Inhale. At the moment, I've got my other foot on the floor, and I'm trying to make it lighter, and I'm trying not to let my pelvis swing around. I could. The world wouldn't stop. It's a little bit harder if you don't. And then pause. Next level would be to slide the bottom leg away. Flex your foot, toes pulled up, relax your shoulders, hands by your side. Here we go. Exhale one way of the circle, inhale up the other side of the circle, change direction. Exhale, semicircle, inhale, semicircle. Exhale, inhale. So at the moment, I'm isolating my hip separate from my spine moving. Release. And if you're feeling that's gripping, you might want to just kind of roll up and down a couple of times, switch your hips off like that. So at the moment, the variation I've given you is to keep your, let's do the other side, keep your pelvis level. The foot that's on the floor is staying there. You've got your natural arch, rib cage, Lindsay, tucked down, natural arch, thigh vertical. You've got this foot pointed, this foot will be flexed when we straighten it out. So we're going to exhale, semicircle away, inhale, semicircle up. Change direction. Exhale, inhale. So I'm feeling, having had a week of coughing and not doing any teaching to cancel my private clients, that this feels really hard. Just not been firing up the cough. Twice more. One more. And release. Very hard not to grip. So the basic version is to do a little hip circle in the air, keeping your pelvis still, keeping everything controlled, changing direction one way and then the other. So that's the basic version. The next modification might be, okay, I'm going to try and lengthen the lever. So you'd fold one leg in and slide the first leg down. And then you might go for circle there, circle back. Yeah. So this isn't able to stabilize you in quite the same way. Then if you're feeling really bold, you could keep this, and some people will find that that stretch is too much. As soon as they do it, they kind of, can't get a leg straight and their back's flat and all sorts. So if you're thinking, no, I'm not going to do a straight leg, then the next version might be to try doing a leg here that's bent, circling, and then lift this one off the floor. Circle and come up. Circle and come up. Now that's pretty intense. Here I'm having to make sure I really don't flare my ribs. So that's one way of making that a really tough move without having to add in the big circle on your hip if your lower back and hip don't want to twist that much. So another variation would be if we go to the other side. So this would be the simple version, wouldn't it? On the other leg. We've done that already. Then you could go down with a longer lever, flex your foot, circle, inhale. So that's the same as the second modification we just did. And then the next variation might be, okay, I don't want to lift my leg because that's quite hard, but I'll straighten this leg a bit. I can't get it right up here, but I'll have it slightly kinked and I'll maybe take it a bit lower. And now we're going round and up and circle and up. Now, if you make the circle massive, then of course you've got much more weight to lift. And it's a bigger, heavier lever being swung around. So you could just start with a small circle. Down and up. And then over the way and up. Oof, that's glad enough for me. Got hot hips now. I can feel the temperature in here has gone up significantly. So that's move number 4 of the mat-based Pilates moves. The one leg circle. We used to refer to it as the hip circle, but the one leg circle. You repeat it 5 times each way with each leg. And that's it. It's good. It's good work. So I will share this with you. And then when we get to March, we'll be doing move number 5. Any questions, let me know. Let me know how that feels in your body, whether you try it or not. And then when we get to class, we'll be doing modified versions of it so that everybody can join in. Lots of love. See you soon.